Henderson to the left side, and Franks on Wes-Del. You greatly appreciate it. Baker here for three. Knocks out pitch here from Turner. And that's going to be a fly ball center field. That's going to get off. Willman with a double and scored, and that's a deep fly ball left field, and it's going to be gone. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back here live on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Thursday night of Raider volleyball action here from Richard E. Johnson Gymnasium here at Wes-Del High School here in Gaston, Indiana. Again, we have your Wapahani Raiders taking on the Wes-Del Warriors here tonight again for this junior varsity game. Again, those were the records for the varsity teams coming up later on this evening. But again, here as always, I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. As we'll go ahead and get right into things with our Raiders Live pregame show presented by Jones Auto Body, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. So first game of the season here for this Wapahani junior varsity team. Excited to see what they can bring to the table this year. It's nice to be able to get them out here on the floor and get them some game action. It's just been unfortunate luck the first two games to where they haven't been able to play yet, but it'll be a great night here for them, get their season underway, and looking forward to a great year from this junior varsity team that, at least as of right now, is only comprised of about 7 girls. And most of them, you have, 4 freshmen on here, also a couple of sophomores and a junior. And that's what this junior varsity team looks like. So a pretty thin group. You don't have a ton of options. Obviously now when you come off the bench, you only have one extra girl, if you will. But like I said, first game of the year, going to come out here on the road, playing against a Wes-Del team that they've always had a very, very good program over here, very well coached. Tons of respect there for them, and so I'm sure they're, these young ladies are going to be out here excited to play, especially on their home floor. And they've experienced some success earlier on here in this season. So we'll see what tonight has in store for all of us here on the WHS Network. But again, this is tonight's junior varsity game. We'll have the varsity game then also later on this evening. So we hope you all can tune in there for that one as well. As we're looking for a couple of wins here from Wapahani's standpoint of things. But before we go any further, did want to make sure and let everyone know that the internet here at Wes-Del wasn't exactly very strong, and we can't get very good cell service. So we're trying to use our MiFi, which is the portable Wi-Fi, if you will. And so we're just kind of bear with us throughout the night. Could be a little spotty here and there. Hopefully it doesn't kick us off the air, but don't be surprised if it does. But again, it's nothing per se on our part. It is what it is, unfortunately. So just wanted to make all of you aware of that, so if it does happen, then you know exactly what happened. So nonetheless, here we'll go ahead and step aside for a quick break. Again, this has been our Raiders Live pregame show presented by Jones Auto Body. We'll be back here with tonight's starting lineups for both teams, again, between your Wapahani Raiders and the Wes-Del Warriors here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
right, folks, welcome back here live on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. We'll take a look here at tonight's teams. First for your Wapahani Raiders, number 1, Lauren Rich. Number 3, Shanna Ray. Number 5, Anne-Marie Gibson. Number 6, Sophia Beeson. Number 8, Bailey Carpenter. Number 9, Anna Buck. And number 13, Lauren Luce. Again, your Raiders coached by Caitlin Riddle. So again, that's what it looks like there for your Wapahani Raiders. You look over here now at Wes-Del. Their roster looks like this. Number 1, Delaney Huffman. Number 2, Emerson Campbell. Number 3, Kenzie Anderson. Number 4, Jenna Wilson. Number 5, Hannah Kelly. Number 7, Mackenzie McFalls. Number 9, Olivia Embry. Number 10, Emma Harlan. Number 11, Amelia Hudson Roberts. Number 12, Jessie Peterson. Number 13, Carly Brown. And number 14, Alyssa Smith. The Warriors are coached by Mariah Berry. So, folks, again, that's tonight's teams. We'll go ahead and again step aside here for a quick break, and we'll be back with tonight's action right here again on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
The Warriors are coached by Mariah Berry.
All right, folks, again, welcome back here. Just about set to begin tonight's game again here from Wes-Del. Beautiful facility that they have here in their gymnasium. As we'll begin things here tonight, we'll have number 13, Carly Brown, back to serve here for Wes-Del to open up tonight's ball game. Luce will set it up here to Beeson on the attack, dug out that time by number 2, Emerson Campbell. And we'll free ball action here for the Raiders. Set up nicely there to Buck just a moment ago. Rich lays out forward, and now Gibson will get it across there for the Raiders. Set right back up. Rich with another dig. Set up right back to her. Gets it there into the back row. Dug out that time, but mishandled by number 11, Amelia Hudson Roberts there of Wes-Del. So the Raiders will take the first point here tonight. Again, as I had mentioned in our pregame show earlier, we are having some Wi-Fi issues here at Wes-Del, so please bear with us. We might be a little bit behind on maybe or we might actually be a little bit further ahead, but still, nonetheless, here we hope it should be a smooth broadcast for all of you out there watching us, and thank you for tuning in. Handled there by Ray. There's Buck as the Raiders will get it across there by Rich and send it to the back row with some fury behind it. As that was mishandled by Embry that time. The Raiders now with a 2-1 lead. So back to serve, Shanna Ray. Nice looking serve right there. And they'll get it over free ball here for Wapahani. Here's Luce, set on over to Beeson, the left side action. Dug out and shanked to the left side, and Beeson will collect the kill, and the Raiders collect point number 3. So ball handling miscue there by the Warriors. Will cost them 1. Another fine serve there from Ray. On the attack that time, Embry there from the back row. Luce sets it to Buck. Dug out again, Embry there with a dig. Tipped across, and Buck laying out for it. Unfortunately, couldn't get there in time, which will make it now a 3-2 ball game now with number 5, Hannah Kelly, back to serve. Handled by Buck, and that was off there to the left side. Unfortunately, nobody could get there. Ray with the dig. They're off the serve reception. And Beeson, once again, will collect the point here for Wapahani. Makes this a 4-3 lead as number 7, Mackenzie McFalls will sub in here for Wes-Del, seeing her first action of the evening. Big mistake right there, and then it ended up backfiring there on Wapahani, unfortunately. It was really a mistake there on Wes-Del, but mishandled there by the Raiders. As again, we have a tie game this time at 4. Now back to serve, number 2, Emerson Campbell. Handled by Beeson, loose. Back sets it there to Rich, and that is off the noggin, and it went over and was in play. On the attack that time, Embry gets and lays out for it. Gets over the net, but heads out of bounds. And Wes-Del will take their first lead of the night of 5-4. So Campbell still back to serve here for the Warriors. Bach there with a serve reception as loose. Does it herself that time around. Ties it right back up here for Wapahani at 5. And into the net right there off the serve. Ties it up here at 6. We'll have a couple substitutions here for Wes-Del. Let's see here. We'll have number 11, Amelia Hudson-Roberts, returning to the floor. And they'll give a point right back to Wapahani. Back and forth we go. The 7-6 Raiders will have Lauren Luce back to serve. Handled right there by number 7, Mackenzie McFalls. Blocked there by Buck. Using the height and the long arms as Beeson unable to get to it in time. Stretched out for it, but not enough to get up into the air and to do something with it. So Embry back to serve. War there by Beeson. Backpedal there, and that's going to be an ace. And so the roll continues here for Wes-Del, now taking a 9-7 lead. There's Rich on there to Ray. Gets it across there for the Raiders. Set up this time to Hudson-Roberts. Good opportunity here for the Warriors. With a cross, Rich there digs it out, and Ray will get it over, but they're going to have a 2-hit call. And so it's a 10-7 Wes-Del lead. Again, Embry still back here to serve. Handled by Rich. Set up. There's Buck on the attack. Just that one into the net. Again, didn't quite get that ball, and the timing was a little off right there for the Raiders. Again, first game. Things are a lot differently when you get into a ball game than it is from practice. So nonetheless, it is 11-7 Wes-Del here in set number 1. We'll step aside here for a quick break, and we'll be back following this message. All right, again, welcome back here. Again, following the timeout, Olivia Embry back there to serve. 11-7 Wes-Del here in set number 1 of the evening. Loose sets it there to the back row to Rich, and that falls out of bounds. So a tough stretch here for your Raiders. And after kind of trading punches a little bit back and forth there for a little while, it's been all Wes-Del as they've been in command now with a 6-point lead. Mishandled there, but nice pick up there from Luce. Rich will set it up there to Gibson. Again, just sets it right over there. Really nothing special there from Gibson, but it gets the job done effectively. And it will get the Raiders back on the board here as Gibson will be back to serve. Skipped over the top of the net. Rich, loose, set on to Beeson on the attack. Yes. And so now the Raiders get back within 4. So again, Wapahani will still have Anne-Marie Gibson back here to serve. 13-9 Wes-Del, first set action here from Richard E. Johnson Gymnasium here at Wes-Del. So an ace there from Gibson. And gets the Raiders now within 3. It's 3 consecutive they put together. Another nice serve there from Gibson, and it's going to be another ace. Bad pass right there off of that reception, and the Raiders make them pay for it. And so the mighty Raiders have come right back here again after being down by 6, has now nailed the lead down to 1. And that one served out of bounds, but pretty solid job there from Anne-Marie Gibson and the Raiders. And coming back here from a 13-7 deficit. It's now within 2. Handled there by Rich. Luce sets it on to Buck. Nice dig there from Embry and a 2-hit call. They're on the Warriors. Will cost them 1 as the Raiders get back to a 1-point deficit here now with Anna Buck back to serve. Nice little floater serve there from Anna, changing it up and really throwing the defense off balance here from Wes-Del. So one serve, she goes with a floater, then sends it deep into the back row. The next one, there's Beeson. Set back up there to Rich, but blocked right where it came from by number 5, Hannah Kelly of Wes-Del. As the Warriors will take another 1-point lead, it's number 11, Amelia Hudson Roberts will be back to serve. Also now in the game for the Warriors, number 12, Jessie Peterson. Set up to Rich, left side action, and that's going to be shanked well out of bounds off the extended arms there of Embry. So Rich will get it back to square one here for Wapahani. Ties it up here at 15. And so passing miscue right there for the Warriors will cost them 1, and the Raiders have now pushed back ahead now by 1, 16-15. Quite the run that we've been on. It's now a 9-2 run here from your Raiders. And now make that a 10-2 run. And softly hit, didn't quite get it over the net there by Campbell. Brown set it up there for Peterson. Nice dig there from Gibson, but the Raiders unable to get it back across as the Warriors once again narrow that lead down to 1. Kelly was back there to serve just a moment ago. There's Rich, now loose, will get it over. A little free ball here for Wes-Del. That ball nearly snuck in there from Luce. Great placement there on the court. with the ball as Beeson will connect home there with a kill. So Beeson back to serve. So a 19-16 lead now for the Raiders. Right off the top of the net and no good right there for Sophia. Warriors. Handled by Beeson, loose, sets it on up here to Rich on the right side. Tell you what, that was dangerously close to being another two-hit call, but the Raiders will take the point anyway. And we're going to have a timeout here from Wes-Del. And so we'll go ahead and stick right here with you during the timeout. Our sponsors here this evening. Again, we can't do what we do without them. That's pretty obvious. So we'd like to send out a big thanks here to Stoops Automotive Group, Buick and GMC dealership owned by Randy Stoops and located at 4055 West Clare Lane in Muncie, Indiana. Stoops has a wide variety of brand new and pre-owned vehicles of quality brand names. So if you have an interest in a vehicle or would like to know more information about one, you can contact Stoops at 765-288-1903. You can also visit their online website at stoopsauto.com. Their hours are Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. They're also open Saturday from 8 to 4. So again, a special thanks there to Stoops Automotive Group, Buick and GMC dealership. Stoops is driven to be the best. And so back to volleyball here, 20-17 lead here in the first set for Wapahani. As we near that magic number 25, Buck on the attack, gets that one to fall in. Great hustle there by the young lady, Campbell from Wes-Del. Just couldn't get to it in time. So again, we'll have Lauren Rich back to serve. Rich back on the attack, and that one will fall in. Again, having the ball deflect right off the top of the net caused some disruption for Wes-Del defensively. He was anticipating the ball to be hit to him quickly there, and having that deception, the ball hitting off the net really created havoc on them defensively, as that will be another ace here for Wapahani. So unfortunately there for the Warriors, the wheels have kind of fell off. After a relatively pretty strong start there, again they had a 13-7 lead. There's another ace for Rich. And so here we are at set point. The Raiders have now rattled off a 17-3 run. Or 17-4 run, pardon me. Make that an 18-4 run to win it here in set number one this evening here from Wes-Del. Again, here as they take a 1-0 lead. We'll go ahead and step aside here for a quick break. Again, here on the other side of the break, we'll have again our second set of action right out here from Richard E. Johnson Gymnasium here at Wes-Del High School. Appreciate you all for tuning in, and we'll be back with more right after these messages.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
All right, folks, again, welcome back here live on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Again, thank you all for tuning in and spending your Thursday evening here with us on the WHS Network. So thank you very, very much. Just want to make sure and reiterate later on we'll have tonight's varsity action coming your way live here on the WHS Network. And then also on Saturday, we'll have our annual Wapahani Volleyball Invitational. That will be starting up at 9 a.m., which pretty good teams coming to play there in that one. Looking forward to what should be a great day out there from Raider Gymnasium. Hope you all can join us. Not exactly quite sure yet if we'll be broadcasting the games or not, just due to seating availability. Things were a little bit different last year, obviously, but we'll kind of wait and see. We'll make sure and let everyone know on our social media sites. As Wes-Del will take a 1-0 lead there off the serving area here from Wapahani. So we'll have number 13. That is Carly Brown back to serve. Handled by Rich. Luce will get there to set it up for Buck, and that's in there for the kill. Tell you what, old Anna Buck, along with others, more notably her, it's going to be a really big thorn in the side of a lot of opponents throughout the next 4 years, I'll tell you that much. The height and athletic ability she's got, definitely has great potential. A lot of these girls, I mean, each and every single one of them can really bring something to the table that is different, but it all comes together to form such a great program out here for Wapahani. It's that way every single year. You got to love it. And that's going to be hit out of bounds there by number 5, Hannah Kelly. So a 4-1 start here for Wapahani. Again, Anna Buck still back there to serve. Handled right there by Campbell. Pardon me, that was Huffman. And the Raiders will somehow get it over, but there's a fall there on Wapahani. It took them 4 hits to get it over. I was waiting to see if anything was going to be called, and unfortunately for the Raiders, it was called right there. So a 4-2 lead now with number 11, Amelia Hudson-Roberts back to serve. Save there from Buck, now set on the Rich. Bringing some force behind that one. So 5-2 Wapahani will have Shannon Ray back to serve. Skin right over the top, and I love those serves. Close to the net like that makes things a little bit more interesting for them defensively. So another substitution. In comes number 7, Mackenzie McFalls for the Warriors. Set up there by Brown and over the net and down in play. Worked out well there for Brown and the Warriors. Make this now 6-3. As McFalls will be back here to serve. It's handled there by Gibson initially, but Wapahani will get it over. Free ball here for Wes-Del. Campbell on the attack. Gibson will dig it out. Luce sets it up, and Rich hits it into the net. And again, little things like that, once you start getting familiar, it's still going to happen from time to time, but once you start getting familiar in game action, again, you can do things like this all day long in practice, but until you actually get into a game setting where it kind of cranks it up a notch, just with the overall intensity level, things can completely be different than what they are in practice. So just got to find that level of consistency and balance and chemistry here on Wapahani's side of the floor. So 7-5 lead. We'll have Sophia Beeson back here to serve. Man, missile of a serve right there from Beeson. Goodness sake. Definitely don't want to be on the tracks when the train's coming through right there. And Beeson will serve that one out of bounds, so now back to a 2-point Wapahani lead. So we'll have number 2, Emerson Campbell, back to serve. And Luce will get it over here for the Raiders. On the attack, there's Embry. Beeson with the dig. Luce will set it on up to Buck. And a little too long right there. Luce there with the back set there to Rich. And just the connection we're needing right there. Put the Raiders back ahead here by a pair. And Lauren Rich will be back to serve. Then if you are just now joining us, Wapahani took set number 1, 25-17, as Rich collects another ace. But again, the Raiders were down 13-7 there in the first set. End up rolling on to a 18-4 run to win it. Embry on the attack and off the hands there of Lauren Rich. And so in will come number 1, Delaney Huffman, as well as number 11, Amelia Hudson Roberts. Huffman will be back to serve here for Wes-Del. And that's going to land out of bounds. Great job right there communicating there by Rich and Beeson. Aware of where they were on the floor, understood that ball was heading a little long. And thankfully it did. Beeson gets there. Ray getting a little mistiming right there. Didn't quite exactly square her body up, square the shoulders up. And so now 11-9 there off after the miscue. Embry now back to serve for the Warriors. Handled there by Rich. Luce sets it on the Buck. On the attack, nice hustle right there from Campbell. Laying out full extension to get to that ball. It still ends up being a point here for the Raiders regardless. As we'll have number 5, Anne-Marie Gibson, back here to serve. Embry will get her cross, but out of bounds on the mishit. And so let's see if the Raiders can go on a nice little run right here in this second set. Had to lead the entire second set here so far. On the attack right there, dug out by Gibson. Luce will set it on the Rich. And another one will fall in. Lauren connects on another. As the Raiders keep on keeping on here in set number 2. The first game of the season here for this Wapahani Raider junior varsity volleyball team. Not quite sure about Wes-Del. I'm assuming that they've had at least 1 or 2, but not quite sure of that. But nonetheless, here we'll be back with more Raider volleyball here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, again, welcome back. Again, following the timeout, it's a 15-9 Wapahani lead. As Gibson will serve that one out of bounds. So 15-10 now as we'll have number 11, Amelia Hudson-Roberts, back here to serve. Handled there by Rich off the serve. Set up here. Beeson on the attack and sneaks it inside that line. Nice hit. Great finish right there and great result here for Wapahani. So Anna Buck now be back to serve here for the Raiders again with a 6-point lead, 16-10 here in set number 2. Again, just a reminder, it's only best 2 of 3 sets here at the junior varsity level. So if the Raiders win this, they will win the match. And so a little dispute here on the floor. Not quite sure exactly. I'm sure it's have to do something with the rotation here and where everyone's supposed to be at. So it looks like they have everyone where they're supposed to be here for Wes-Del. So again, it's 16-10. Anna Buck back here to serve for Wapahani. And there's an ace just like that. Handled right there. Brown will get it across. Loose will set it up to Beeson one more time and connects here with another. So again, the Raiders definitely have plenty of offensive firepower here. As we'll have number 3, Kenzie Anderson, now in for the Wes-Del Warriors. So 18-10 Wapahani lead as Buck will leave that one short. And into the net now we'll have Wes-Del's number 11, I believe, supposed to be back to serve. So it looks like here for a brief moment they had to make sure all their I's were dotted and T's were crossed to make sure everybody's exactly where they're supposed to be. Buck there serves or shanks that one there off to the left side. So an 8.
Let's hear something for your Warriors.
Back to Rich. Wide open there on that left side. So back in here, number 5, Hannah Kelly. Jenna Ray there serving just a moment ago there for Wapahani. And a soft touch over the net there. Nicely done there from Kenzie Anderson there of Wes-Del. And back on the attack. That is in there. And I believe that was Lauren Rich again. So Ray getting back here to serve. The Raiders just need 5 more points to claim a season opening victory here tonight. Handled right there. Brown gets it over the net. Now set on the Beeson one more time. Off the head of Brown again. That's the second time this game that that's happened. So 22-12, Wapahani in control. And there's going to be another ace as that one again was shanked off there to the right side. Ray right there, loose, tracks it down, and Rich will get it across here for the Raiders. And miss hit, that was Embry. As here we are at match point. Wapahani 24, Wes-Del 12 here in set number 2. Handled there by Embry. Brown gets it up into the air here for Kelly. Gibson with the dig. Loose sets it up there to Buck. Brown now back over to Campbell. Left side action that time, and that one's going to fall in there as that was deflected there off the hands of the Raiders. So 24-13. Again, Kelly now back to serve. And obviously still match point. Set on to Rich. Embry gets there in time. Now on the attack that time. Gibson will dig it out. Loose sets it on to Beeson. And that's going to be deflected out of bounds. And the Raiders will win it here tonight by a final score of 25-17, 25-13. Straights have any kind of post-game show because we've got to get prepared here for tonight's varsity game. So no post-game show for us this evening, unfortunately. Make sure, please tune in for tonight's varsity action. Again, Wapahani coming in 2-0, 1-0 in the MEC Conference, while Wes-Del is 3-0, not only overall, but also 3-0 in the MEC Conference. So make sure to tune in. You can see it right here live on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. Also, make sure to subscribe. You can do that for free, no cost whatsoever. And then also follow us on Twitter.